Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. It's Lee from Magnetic North Adventures. Hope you're all well. And to my subscribers, new, old, those just visiting, you're all very welcome. And today I'm going to be doing a little walk of the Roman remains that's been found near that area from Templeborough, and showing you some of the town itself as well. So if you click that like button, it does help the channel grow, and I'd like to say thank you to everybody that's watching the video, commenting or liking, and if you subscribe as well, it means that you get to see every single video that comes out. Just press the bell and you'll get the notifications hopefully, and you'll be able to see what we do. So let's get on with this particular walk. So I'm in Rotherham. Got a little history board here. This is about the clock tower. There we go. There's the old clock tower, still standing to this day. The original feet on it there. There we go. It's amazing structure that is. And then up to Rotherham town centre and the parish church that way. This is Clifton Park, Rotherham. Shows you a bit about it. And amusement park, water splash, crazy golf play areas, towers, cenotaph. So I'm literally stood here. Museum down here. There's a Roman remains here. This is the Cenotaph War Memorial. It's a well built one. 1914, 1918, 1939, 1945. Now this particular park was where the English Civil War battle came to, and that was 1643. There was a lot of fighting in this area, and it was a mixed victory between the royalists and parliamentarians, who had to keep fighting for the town. It kept changing allegiance. This is the war memorial names. There's really lots of them on here. Different regiments all the way around there. So on this one we've got the York and Lancaster Regiment, and down here we've got the name T.A. Bradley. That could actually be a family member of mine, because my great grandfather was Bradley's, and they're from Yorkshire. We've got the memorial there as well. King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry, with an old spelling. They put a V, it's actually a U. H cuts. That was a relative as well. And then at the back of the memorial you've got more names for other wars, and you've got a very nicely laid out garden area where people can relax, remember, in view of the war memorial there. Now it's little known, but in this area in World War II, 1939, 1941 area. It was actually used for troop training as well. There was home guard in this area, and there was army trenches as well. They were literally digging trenches, practicing, and it's said that that's what happened. And the German aircraft came over this area as well, en route to Sheffield. But it's a lovely park, beautiful areas to sit, trees. There's a bandstand over there. There's lots of information boards, say lots of really nice old trees. But I'm interested in where the Roman remains are. So we've got the rock gardens area. Normally it does flow with water all the way down. Beautiful spot for sitting and relaxing. Some information there as well. Oh, such a beautiful, peaceful spot just on the edge of town. Now I wanted to show you these areas more than town centre itself, as these are areas that are actually really peaceful, nice, and they're worth seeing. Town centre, got to be honest, not so much. But then you've got areas like this with the benches, dark spots for meditation. And as I say, this is dry at the moment, but it would have had water running through. Shows how dry it's been. These rocks are perfect for sitting on, meditating as well. That's still got some water in that one. And then the little private solitary benches over there. I sit on the rocks as well. So this is a hidden gem of Rotherham area, South Yorkshire, England. Then just up here you've got the main museum area as well. But definitely worth seeing if you're in this area. So in that building you've got Clifton Park Museum, York and Lancaster Regimental Museum in there as well. But I'm going to show you where the Roman remains are. So this is part of the Roman remains that were recovered from Templeborough. So here we've got a column base just there, and then more fragments of column there. These are all Roman. Amazing things. So another column base there, and then just over here that's a full Roman column, so you can see just exactly the size that they would have been. So just here you've got more fragments of the Roman granary, just here. And then down here you've got more of the excavated remains, just here. This is actual Roman carved stone. There we go. And here we've got the information about the Temple Roman granary. There we go. If you want to stop and read that, pause the video. And these are actually from the Temple Roman fort. So you can see, folks, there was actually stone at these forts. There was granaries and things like that. These amazing structures are what's left from the excavations and brought out to be shown. So these are all important structures, and you can see the stonework that was at the places from the previous Roman tours. There will be one more Roman tour to do, and that's going to be over in Manchester, and that's amazing because that's all been renovated. You're gonna love that one. So this is the layout of what the granary would have looked like, this size, all behind me. So it's a nice little reconstruction. And then you've got blocks where walls would have been as well removed to here. That's what these are. They represent the Roman walls. Just there. Got a lovely garden here next to the museum. So I'll just show you that. Now, it is difficult to film in urban areas. You've got a lot of traffic noise, you've got general noises, and obviously you've got the noise that's created from people as well. So just here we've got the Coronation beech tree. Very important. Got a notice board here about it as well. The Coronation beech was planted around the time of Queen Victoria's coronation, 1838, and has witnessed many changes. Planted in the grounds of a grand Georgian house, the beech was tended by the estate gardener. So seen by a lot of wealthy people, iron merchants, founders, bank managers. So this one here, 1891, public park, opens up. 23 years later, tree is mature. Men in uniforms hastily brought together to fight in the trenches of World War I train near this tree, and gunshot could be buried deep in its trunk. So in this park, in all this particular area, you got men of the York and Lancasters and possibly the Notts and Derbys doing troop training for World War I, 1914, 1915. After the war, increasing numbers of children sat under the tree branches. A new paddling pool and slides are being created in the park, drawing crowds and filling the park with life. Children leave and the tree roots are shaken as bombs drop. A few hit the park directly. So in World War II, there was German bombs hit the park, and the tree was shaken by that blast. So it tells you quite a lot of history, and you can see just how big the tree's actually grown, what it stood through all that time, and it still stands all these years later. It's remarkable. These are all fragments from the original tree that's broken off. So yes, the area was used as a troop training area in World War I and in World War II. So some older buildings there in timber, and then the side commercial property for sale, but sadly it's been burned down at the top. You can see the old bar stools, chairs and things all piled up there. It's still got a for sale sign on. Don't think it's worth too much now. And then some of the old town buildings here. That's what you've got. That's Rotherham town centre. I've completed another part of the tour for the Roman tours that I've been doing, and shown you a few general things. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and until the very next time, I'll see you again soon. Thanks again everybody. Bye for now. Look after yourselves. Bye.